Yeah, I'm curious to see how they look as well because the other ones we have were getting kind of dim, seemed like. Get tough to see fly balls the later it got in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like right now when the sun was going down and they'd come on, it would make things tough. Looks like the umpires are about getting ready to start things, but just to give you an idea of what we're looking at, the Pirates in their new white jerseys, black pinstripes, red letters, red hats. Jeff Davis got an interesting uniform. I don't think I've ever seen him wear these. They're all gray. I guess you'd call that gray, with the yellow letters and yellow numbers. So very dark gray, which I kind of like. You don't see it a whole lot. We had a uniform that was very similar to that my senior year. I remember that. Not quite that dark, but I did love them. They were different, and you didn't see them a lot. But, yeah, while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and get you this Jeff Davis County lineup real quick. Leading off, number 2, Ethan Picanzo. He'll be at second base. Batting second, doing the pitching, number 9, Hayden Turner. Batting third, your DH, number 7, Duke Stone, and he'll be hitting for number 17, the catcher, Dylan Carlock. Batting fourth is number 14, Alex Mason. He'll be at first base. Batting fifth, number 3, the left fielder, Carter Mullis. Batting sixth, number 8, the center fielder, Trayton Webster. Batting seventh, number 6, Jackson Sayre, and he'll be holding down the hot corner. Batting eighth is number 4, Camden Muntiak, and he'll be playing right field. And rounding out that yellow jacket lineup is number 13, the shortstop, Eli Saunders. And Mason, if you will, give that Pirate lineup as well while I try to get this Jeff Davis lineup in my hat here. Yes, sir. So as we previously stated, Colony Watson's going to be doing the pitching. He's also going to be leading off for the Pirates tonight. Batting second, number 19, shortstop Grayson Hall. Batting third, the third baseman, number 9, Dason Griffiths. In the cleanup spot tonight, number 11, the catcher Nate Livingston. Batting fifth is your DH, number 4, John Evans Sykes, and he'll be hitting for number 1, the right fielder, Jack Carter. Batting sixth, number 8, the center fielder, N.J. Nance. Batting seventh, number 6, Cole Higgins, and he'll be over at first base. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 5, Caden Walls, and rounding out that Pirate lineup is number 15, the second baseman, Nolan Sykes. And we appreciate that. While they get ready to read out the lineups here for the fans in the attendance, we will take a short break. We'll come back, and we'll be right back with the first pitch. Appleton County versus Jeff Davis coming up. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back. Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates!
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
All right, back here at Pirate Field, otherwise known as the Graveyard, as that has been mentioned a few times in the last year or two, and the reason they call it that, you have to poke one to get it out of here. You don't just hit a fly ball and it gets gone. When you hit a home run here, you know you got it. Looks like we're almost ready for first pitch. Colin Ewalton is going to take a few more warm-ups. And Colin has had pretty good success against Jeff Davis. Looking back, even going into last year, he threw 7.2 innings against Jeff Davis, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 12 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So he's been pretty successful against this team.
I would agree. Colin, his last outing against Jeff Davis was a last inning situation for a save. Usually doesn't walk a lot of people at all. Came in, Pirates hadn't walked nobody throughout the entire game. He had Alex Mason 1 and 2, lost him, walked him, and then got the third out real quick. But we saw in game 1 this Jeff Davis team is going to be very aggressive, as Dason Griffiths only threw 53 or 55-ish pitches through 6 complete innings. So if you do lay it over the heart of the plate, they're not afraid to swing, and we know this team can barrel the ball up very well.
Well, and I listened to Coach Glass's interview after that game, and he said that was the game plan coming in. We knew we was facing an above-average pitcher, whatever you consider it. That was his terms. That's what they wanted to do. Wanted to come in, swing the bat early, and see if they could put the ball in play.
And I like it against Colin Ewalton or a Dason or anybody, comparable to them. You do not want to get behind the count with guys like that who have 3 very solid pitches, maybe a 4th in their back pocket. But I like the whole mentality. If you get a good pitch early on, you get a fastball, as they're going to try to get ahead of you, swing at it. Maybe we barrel it up and make something happen here.
Well, we expect a good close ball game, is what usually happens in an Appling versus Jeff Davis series. Looking back at the last 10 games, Appling County's 5-5 against Jeff Davis, so it's been 50-50. As the first pitch is in the dirt to Picanso.
Mr. Ethan, sporting the number 2 tonight. He'll be holding down second base for Jeff Davis. That first one hit about 57 feet, ricocheted up and hit the umpire right in the mask.
And Mason, I know you wasn't able to make it as that ball's hit out into the right center field gap. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get there. He does not. Good job by Nance to cut it down and hold him to a single.
It was a very good play by N.J. Nance. Initially took a very bad angle on it, but recovered very quick. And Picanzo was almost halfway between first and second and had to throw the brakes on, go back to first. So
You did very quickly. And now to what I was saying, you wasn't able to join us in the last game. We finally hit the ball. We put up 15 runs against a good West Lawrence team. And hopefully we can see that progress into tonight.
Hopefully for the rest of the season as Hayden Turner steps in. We'll be doing the pitching tonight for Jeff Davis and Colony Watson with a slow, keeping him honest move over to first, and Picanzo gets back in safely.
Hayden Turner swings over the top of a breaking ball. Actually gets a piece of it, 0-1.
Ewalt's unable to jump ahead here.
Short lead over at first by Picanzo.
Very minimal.
Looked like a changeup in the dirt. 1-1. Yeah, he's only getting about 2 short steps over there at first. Really respecting Colin.
He is respecting Nate. I'd say he's barely a body length off.
His breaking ball a little above the belt, now 2-1.
So Watson having a little rough patch here. First 2 batters finding the zone. 2-1's the count to Hayden Turner. If you're just joining us, we're in the top half of the first, nobody out. 0-0 is your score as Watson snaps a pickoff throw over to first. Picanzo gets back in safe and sound.
And he did not lob that to first either.
No, that was not a keeping him honest move. That was a legit move.
2-1, burns the black outside corner, 2-2 now.
So back in, Colleen Walton paints the outside corner.
And the pitch, fouled off of his foot, maybe.
It hit the bat, then it hit one more thing before it kicked back to the umpire. So 2-2 the count.
And we'll do it again. There was a lot of that last Friday night in Dexter, Georgia against West Lawrence. Man, that was the longest game I think I have ever attended.
Old Dexter, Georgia. That was the home of my late good pal that I played travel ball with. He passed away in a side-by-side accident when we were 15. He played for West Lawrence. Their hitting facility is named after him, the Slaughterhouse.
2-2 gets past Nate and all the way to the backstop, and that'll move Picanzo up to second and run things to a full count.
So not the usual Colony Watson we're used to seeing so far. 2 batters into the game, or I say 1 and some change with the second one still in the box.
And sometimes it takes Colin a little while to get in the groove, and then you'll see second, third, fourth inning. He really finds it.
A whole different pitcher, almost like he doesn't get warm down in the pen, and he uses his first inning to get warm.
Payoff pitch, swung on and missed, and there's out number 1 and strikeout number 1 for Colin. And that's a good way to come back after giving the leadoff single up.
One out, Duke Stone, the batter. Alex Mason on that.
Took 8 pitches to do it, but he got it done. So Duke Stone, the batter. We've seen the power he possesses in, well, this season and last year. First pitch to Stone. Looked like he lost a changeup upstairs, 1-0.
We were trying to get this radar gun working over here.
Colin's usually a high 80s, low 90s velo pitcher. Way behind that fastball, 1-1.
There we go. That was 88 at the letters.
And Stone was a little behind it. Runner out at second, no score. We're in the top of the first. Not a bad pitch, just missed inside. 2-1 your count.
Picanzo in scoring position.
Nolan Sykes holding Picanzo on out at second. Stone calls time in the box.
I don't know if it was intentional, but that did look like an intentional hold on Collins' part, or Nolan's part, together.
2-1. Above the ankles now, 3-1. And a couple of 3-ball counts back-to-back for Ewalton.
That is something you never see.
Ewalton out of the stretch, hit off the end of the bat, and that's out in no man's land. It's going to fall down for a hit out in right field. So Jackets have them at the corners now.
So 2 hits. This is almost as many hits as Jeff Davis had in the entire first game over in Hazelhurst.
Alex Mason, the batter, Carter Lawrence on deck.
Just a little flare shot hit off the end of the bat. And
it's one of those as a pitcher and as a defensive player, you just kind of shake your head at, and a big puff of air goes in and out as, you got the better of him, and it fell in no man's land.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
Now you look for a good ground ball to get us out of the inning. And there it is. A hit to the shortstop. Grayson over to second in time and safe at first.
So safe on the back end of what would have been a 6-4-3. And I do believe he got the call right.
I think he did too.
He did. Unless they're arguing interference at second base.
Now that I didn't see. So Mason's going to reach by way of a fielder's choice. And that will give the Jackets a 1-0 lead here early. And I believe you're right, Mason. That's got to be,
because he was clearly safe at first. I believe he beat that throw by about a step.
I was looking at the transfers. Did he slide?
He did. I'm 99% sure. I was kind of watching the transfer too, but.
So umpire's talking it over.
And if he didn't, that is definitely what they're arguing. And like I said, we both were watching the exchange transfer. And we do stick with the call out at second base. He is safe on the back end at first.
So the Jackets jump out to a 1-0 lead here early. They weren't even able to score a run in the first game, so
they were not.
They have beat their total in the last 7 innings. Swing and a miss by Carter Mullis.
Very good-looking changeup. That's the first time Collins thrown that as a first pitch tonight. And
hadn't seen a whole lot of fastballs.
We haven't, and usually that is his strong suit, what he works off of. And as any pitcher, I'm a firm believer that you need to work off of that fastball. As we see another changeup in there, belt high for a called strike 2. So 0-2 here to the Yellow Jacket left fielder.
An 0-2 pitch on the way. Off the edge of Nate's glove and to the backstop. And Mason will move up to second and into scoring position. And your count's now 1-2.
I don't know if Nate tried to pull that one back in before he had it or got crossed up. That usually doesn't happen often.
Wasn't a bad spot. Tried to get him to chase outside.
He did try to expand the zone with 2 right there.
Grayson's going to hold Mason on at second. Swing and a miss, and that'll be out number 3. Jeff Davis does get a 1 spot here in the top of the first. And we'll go into the bottom half of the first. 1-0 your score. Jeff Davis leads Applin. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley. Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today. 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Identify yourself.
WUFE
and W244CR.
Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Bottom half of the first coming up. Pirates have a chance to answer that one run that Jeff Davis was able to get in the top half. And they're going to have to do it against Hayden Turner. We didn't see him in the first game. I think we've seen him a little last year.
We did see him some last year. We did not see him over in Hazelhurst last week. This will be the first time we've seen Hayden this year. He's 80 to 82.
If I remember correctly, he had a pretty pronounced breaking ball.
He does. Mainly a two-pitch guy. Does have a changeup. So Colony Walton going to lead things off for the Pirates, see if he can help himself out. And I think that top half of the first inning took longer than the first half of the game did last week.
It's up and away, 1-0 to Colin. If you're looking at Colin's stats, batting average ain't what he would expect it to be, but if you look at everything else across the board, a 400 clip on base percentage, that's kind of what you expect out of him. That one misses inside 2-0.
That is.
But he's had a lot of balls that's been hit hard just right at people.
I remember you telling me every time we have a conversation and talk about hitting, that comes up. And, yes, you can hit them on the screws, and you'll be batting $150.
That one's just under the knees. Turner gets the call, and it's now 2-1.
That is the beauty of baseball. You can get 7 hits like Duke Stone did in the top half of the first, and you'll be batting 600.
That one's in the dirt and gets past the catcher, now 3-1.
So Colony Walton in a very familiar count as looking to draw another walk.
And he has seen a lot of leadoff walks in his Pirate career. If he draws another one right there,
you can add that one to the list.
And the Pirates have the leadoff man on. And Grayson Hall coming to the box is coming off a great night in West Lawrence. Was 3 for 3, I know, and I think he had a walk thrown in there as well.
He did. I remember looking at those stats right before I came out here, and it's good to get him going. Very good to get him going.
Such a hard-working kid. And, he wanted to get it going as well.
Absolutely. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Collins. Going to be number 3, Isaac Edenfield. So Edenfield at first. Hall in the box.
And the first pitch to Grayson. Right at the belt, 0-1.
Belt high fastball for a called strike. Colin, always a threat to steal. Why say Colin? Isaac Edenfield. Yep, he can do the same. Not quite as fast as Colin, but we've seen him swap several bags.
Kerlock behind the plate had to jump out of his stance to keep that one from getting to the backstop. And it was way up in the zone.
Yeah, Turner's having the same issues Colin had in the top half of the first.
1-1 to count as that one hits Grayson in the helmet. I think he lost the handle on a breaking ball.
He did. He released that one about even with his shoulder. And that is what happens when you do not get that breaking ball out in front and get on top of it.
He looks to be okay. He makes his way down the first. Show any signs of pain or anything.
And now your Pirates are in a very good position to tie this baseball game back up or possibly take the lead here in the bottom half as Dason Griffith steps in.
First pitch to Dason is a fastball. I thought was a bit outside, but he got the call 0-1.
First and second, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Jeff Davis jumped out to a very quick 1-0 lead in the top half. Nobody out. 0-1 to the Pirate third baseman.
Breaking ball, that one is outside, 1-1. And I don't know if you heard me in the pregame, but they started calling this field the graveyard. All the coaches have mentioned it several times, and, they got a point.
I think we called it that when I was a senior in high school. It just never really caught any traction. That was a very good breaking ball from Hayden Turner there that almost came back in the front door, but did not catch the inside corner as Jeff Davis's coaching staff is sitting there kind of smiling, shaking their heads. 2-1 to Griffiths.
Favorable count. And the pitch, good bit outside, now 3-1, and Turner's in danger of loading the bases.
Yeah, but going back to the graveyard, I've seen some balls get crushed that I think they're easily out of here and get caught 10, 15 feet off the fence.
3-1, that's going to be in the dirt. Kerlock did a good job to even keep it in front of him, and the Pirates will have the bases loaded now. For the cleanup man, Nate Livingston, and Coach Glass makes his way swiftly out of the dugout.
Very fast. As the runner barely touched first base.
As he's seeing something in Turner that he does not care for. And Glass is I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. It's not hard to see the emotion on him.
Yeah, very passionate.
There you go.
Very passionate coach. And that was a very quick conference as Coach Glass is going to make his way back to that Jeff Davis dugout. He's going to bring in Nate Livingston, Pirate catcher, hitting in the cleanup spot tonight. And this would be a very good opportunity to go ahead and crack the hit column, crack the scoreboard, and possibly take a lead.
Nate has 5 RBIs on the year. So he's looking to add to that total. First pitch to Livingston is upstairs, 1-0. Like a fastball.
82 at the letters.
Bases full of Pirates, nobody out.
And nowhere to put Livingston.
In the dirt, that one gets away from Kerlock, and Haddonfield did not get a good read on that as it went all the way to the backstop.
He did not. As that ball right there is tough to get a read on because he's looking straight at that ball, and it ricocheted off the catcher and went towards that third base dugout, or I'd say third base dugout, first base dugout, and closer to us, actually, so in a straight line. Very hard to get that depth perception there. So, yes, would love to see Isaac score on that, but can understand.
Hit high and deep out in the center field. Webster calls for it, makes the catch. Runner's going to tag from second and third, throw to third, gets past the third baseman, bounces off the wall, and he's going to have to stay put at third, but the Pirates do score a run.
We do. I thought Coach Glass was coming back out to tell him to appeal at second base, as I did think Grayson Hall got a early jump, but they didn't think so, so I am all for it. So Nate Livingston ties the baseball game right there with a sacrifice fly, and then on the throw to third as Hall was tagging, got away from him, and Dason's able to move up 90 feet too. So second and third with one out. John Evans Sykes, the DH in the box.
J.E. Sykes leading the team in a lot of categories statistically, and a golden opportunity to add to those numbers. As the first pitch breaking ball was in there for a called strike. You went breaking ball again and fooled him. And it's now 0-2. He tried to check his swing, but I think he went.
He did. About the time the catcher caught the ball, he realized that he should not have someone get that pitch, and he finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole.
J.E. calls time. Would not shock me to see another breaking ball here. He goes fastball, but he goes way out, tries to get him to chase. He does not. 1-2 now. So 1-1's your score. We're here in the bottom of the first. Pirates still threatening with 2 runners in scoring position. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and that's out number 2.
So it's going to take a wild pitch, pass ball, or base hit from N.J. Nance, the center fielder.
And the first pitch from Turner to Nance is a breaking ball up in the zone, 1-0. Nance and Sykes have seen a multitude of breaking balls.
A ton of them.
He goes right back to it again, back-to-back curveballs.
And I believe you and I have talked about it several times. If I was the pitching coach for an opposing team, I don't know if I would throw Nance a fastball. Maybe mix it up with 2 fastball at the letters, but he'd see a steady diet of breaking balls.
He's seen 2 already, and he goes fastball, and Nance gets a piece of it, but it gets out of play.
Turner's best fastball of the game, 83 miles an hour on the outside corner.
Well, if I was in Nance's shoes here, I'd be sitting on curveball, and if he threw me a fastball, he'd probably just have to get me. He does go fastball, low in the zone, 2-2.
Would love to see a big 2-out hit here from Nance.
I think it would really get his confidence going.
This is another one we need to get going, just like Grayson Hall got going Friday night.
Breaking ball, low and in, and I believe that's only 3-2.
I do too. That is a full count.
As Nance thought it was ball 4 and was headed to first. He'll have to come back and see one more pitch at least.
So 3-2's the count to Nance. You got Pirates at second and third, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. The Pirates have tied the game back up at 1.
Payoff pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 3. Pirates do answer back and tie this game up, as you said, Mason, 1-1. We'll go into the top half of the second. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all. This is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
Right back here, Colin Ewaldson toes the rubber. And he's going to face Trayton Webster to lead things off for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch, fastball outside, 1-0. Where are we at in their lineup?
We are 6, 7, and 8. Trayton Webster, Jackson Sayre, and Camden Munsiak due up this half inning.
Foul tip off of Nate Livingston's mitten to the backstop. That'll even it up at 1. I mentioned it won't be long. We'll get some MLB baseball here, too.
We sure will. Right around the corner.
Will be back in action. Good changeup. Almost got him to go 2-1.
As he began to offer up at it and quickly refused.
Fouled high and out of play. It's off the Pirate hitting facility.
Even the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trayton Webster.
Well, I like these new Pirate uniforms.
I do too.
They look good. 2-2 on the way. He swung on and missed, and that's out number 1. I believe that's the second strikeout of the night for Colin.
Third. Got Hayden Turner, Carter Mullis, and then got Trayton Webster right there, and that's going to bring up third baseman Jackson Sayre.
So right-handed Sayre catches one in the hip, and that'll be a 1-out hit by pitch.
That always feels good.
It does.
Going to bring up Camden Munsiak. Playing right field for Jeff Davis tonight. As you do see, Taff, a lot of these guys can bounce around and play anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of utility guys. As there's a little bunt right back at Colin. He's going to throw it to second. There's 1. And a good play is nothing doing with the sack bunt as they get the leadoff guy.
They do got the lead runner at second. It's going to go down as a fielder's choice. And that was not ideal, not what Coach Glass wanted, but
yeah, just bunted it too hard right back at Colin and heads up.
That was it. So Camden Munsiak, Eli Saunders, the hitter.
And it's fouled off and out of play. Over the first base dugout.
Threw me for a win right there as Picanzo was 8th and 9th over in Jeff Davis, and he flipped to the top this game. So Eli Saunders down in a 0-1 hole. Breaking ball misses up in the zone. 1-1. 2 outs here in the top half of the second. 1-1 is your score. Jeff Davis jumped out in the top half of the first, and then Pirates were able to tie it on a Nate Livingston sacrifice fly in the bottom half of the first. Ewaldson snaps a pickoff throw over to first. Is in safely.
One and one pitch on the way from Ewaldson. A little too far out. Runner's going to second. Throw down. Would have got him, but when he went to place the tag, he slid into his glove and the ball comes out.
He did. That's unfortunate.
As he was out by several steps. I believe the count is 2-1 now.
That is the right count. That's what I have in my head anyways.
Runner in scoring position now for the Yellow Jackets. Good job by Livingston to knock that one down. Now 3-1. It was a fastball a good bit outside and in the dirt. So 3-1 count.
I'd rather not flip this lineup back over this half inning.
I agree. And that was a good fastball. Got him to swing and miss. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-1 your score. Top half of the second.
Eli Saunders calls time. Home plate umpire grants it to him. So it'll be a few more seconds, and we'll get this pitch here in a full count. And Saunders is choked up on the bat probably 2 or 3 inches.
I believe he tried to go change up there.
He did.
And he bounced it. So that's going to be a walk for the 9-hole hitter and put him at first and second for the Jackets. And exactly what you mentioned, we're going to roll it back to the top.
In that situation, I'd like to see Colin go fastball, but it's been like I said, uncharacteristic night so far. But I do believe his fastball is his best pitch, especially considering where you're at in the lineup. And I know all of these guys can hit, but we have seen him a few pitches prior. He was a little late on Colin's worst fastballs of the night as I'm looking at the radar gun.
First pitch to Picanzo. He goes some kind of off speed, gets a foul tip, 0-1. Picanzo 1 for 1 on the night. He had the leadoff single, came around to score. Is right back to it, 0-2.
That was definitely a breaking ball. Good breaking ball from Colin there. Started about his knees and fell off the table right when it got to home plate.
Ewaldson way ahead. And from the stretch, delivers 0-2. Fouled off and out of play.
Oh, and 2 to Picanzo.
Oh, 2 hit on the ground now towards Grayson Hall. Fields and has trouble with it, and everybody's going to be safe.
And that's a tough one. As a pitcher, you have to mentally tell yourself that you got to toe the rubber. Nobody's perfect. Pick your guy up. He's got your back, and the next one's coming to you shortstop. Is I would trust Grayson Hall with about any of them in the state of Georgia, so it happens.
Tough play to make, and with the runner going from second to third, you don't have the best view of the ball in that situation.
I agree. A play that Grayson Hall should make and has made many times, but nobody's perfect, and short memory is the name of baseball. So here we go. Hayden Turner in the box, swinging a miss on what looked to be a first pitch change up to him as well, as now since we've rolled over, we've got Coach Mercer mixing things up now.
We got Turner to strike out in his first at bat. Got him to swing at a breaking ball way outside, and it's now 0-2.
Colin got some help from Turner there.
He did.
As the breaking ball started on the outer half, and by the time it broke, it was well in the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, not even remotely close. But we'll take the help. Now 0-2. Goes fastball in the dirt, gets away from Livingston. And there's another one almost just like what Edenfield's seen. The runner on third base just couldn't get a good view on it.
He couldn't, and Coach Glass was sitting there yelling at him, go, 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 or take. So now 1-2.
That was almost identical to Edenfield's.
Yes, as we did dodge a bullet there. Could have easily given up the lead.
1-2 pitch. That one hits off of Nate Livingston's helmet, gets to the backstop, and it's now 2-1 Jackets. As I believe we went breaking ball again.
And I don't believe that was the pitch call. As I don't know if we had a mix-up in signals or maybe we didn't like that pitch.
I've seen Collins step off the back of the mound a few times, and I don't know if he's having trouble seeing the pitch or what's being called.
And that could be it. Is I can attest to it. And if Jake Britt's anywhere listening tonight, and if he's not, it really doesn't matter. But I had Jake Britt paint his fingernails before every game of my senior year. I carried around 3 different colors of fluorescent fingernail paint. And it was yellow, pink, and orange. And that was for my color blindness. But also this time of the night, as Nate's hiding them fingers between his legs, it can get difficult to see. So I do understand that as well. But props to Jake Britt painting his fingernails before every game.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Yellow Jackets just took a 2-1 lead on the wild pitch. And he steps off the back of the rubber again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but something isn't right.
He does not look comfortable at the moment. 2-2 swung on and fouled back into the net.
So another inning that Collins had to labor more than he would like to, more than the Pirates would like him to.
Yeah, unofficially having around 41 pitches already. Breaking ball upstairs, now 3-2. Man, both pitchers really struggling to find the zone at times. Jeff Davis and Turner and Ewaldson. Well, we got a full count pitch. First base is open, but we do not want to put him down there and bring Duke Stone to the plate.
We do not. As I can't figure it out if Nate is getting them in and Colin can't see them very well, or I'll be honest with you, Taff, I don't have any clue what's wrong.
The breaking ball swung on and missed, and that's out number 3. And I do want to touch on that. We do have the new lighting system that we're not used to. This will be the first game we played under them, and maybe that's having an effect on seeing it.
It very well could be.
Jeff Davis takes a 2-1 lead here in the top half of the second. Pirates coming up in the bottom half. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Bottom half of the second coming up. Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets leading by a score of 2-1. Cole Higgins is going to lead things off for your Appleton County Pirates. And in the first game we played, there was only one run scored in the whole 7 innings. We've already had 3 tonight. And we're just in the bottom half of the second. So totally different look of a game.
Yeah, 45 minutes, and we're not even through 2 innings, Steph.
And I believe the last one was, an hour and 40 minutes total?
Yes.
Good fastball by Turner is a called strike. Catches the outside corner.
So 7, 8, 9 due up for your Pirates. Would love to get something cooking this inning as well.
You're going to get the call on a belt high fastball, 0-2. So Higgins quickly behind in the count. See if he can work it back in his favor. Turner steps off. Like he couldn't see the sign.
As I would expect, a breaking ball here from Hayden Turner, or possibly another fastball up in the letters or above. But there it is.
And you called it. And Higgins never took the bat off his shoulder, and that'll be out number 1. Now, Caden Walls steps in, and really the first time we got a good look at Caden Walls in the box was against West Lawrence, and he put the bat on the ball every time he stepped in the box.
This young man's impressing me more and more as the season goes along, as that fastball misses up in the zone and tips Carlock's glove skipping to the backstop. But back to Caden Walls, I love the way this young man plays the game. There's nothing fancy about him. He's all about business. He's not about show. He gets out there, plays the game like he's supposed to. He's gritty. Just a young fella that was hungry for an opportunity.
Breaking ball, about a 54-foot one. Gets all the way to the backstop, now 2-0.
And going to be an asset on the mound for the Pirates as well for the next couple of years. I'd say he's already definitely at least low 80s from the left side, 3-pitch guy. He'll grow into it.
There's a fastball, I guess, a little out. Now 3-0. And may have been up in the zone as well. If it was between the letters and the belt. He's been calling a few of those tonight, though. 3-0. That one is upstairs. And Walls draws a 1-out walk.
So after a quick strikeout, Caden Walls is able to draw the walk. Going to bring up Nolan Sykes, who, along with Caden Walls being a youngster, Nolan Sykes being the baby on this varsity team, is holding his own very well, Taff.
He really is.
Squares around the bunt. And it was almost a modified pitch out as that ball was in the left-handed batter's box. Do not know if that was on purpose or not, but it sure looked good.
Carlock got out of his stance early. That's why I would agree with you there, almost like it was designed. Good lead over at first, and runners in motion. Carlock can't get it out of his glove, and Walls has a stolen base.
And he can do that as well. Good wheels, outfielder. Plays the game pretty smart, too. So 2-0 here to Nolan Sykes. And you could keep the bunt on, get him to third, or you could allow Nolan to swing it here in a hitter's count, which I would flirt with, and possibly drive Walls in with a single. You've got the 5-6 hole wide open.
Yeah, huge hole there as Sykes swings and fouls it back and out of play. So Sykes still ahead in the count, 2-1. Pirates trailing by that same number, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the second. Pickoff attempt and throw it into center field. Shortstop fell on top of Walls. He was not able to get up and go anywhere. So all that, nothing doing.
As that looked like a pretty smooth fall on purpose there by Eli Saunders. Good acting job, and kept Caden Walls at second in the process.
Two, 1. A little low now, 3-1.
I would love to flip this lineup back over with first and second and less than 2 outs.
I believe Colin Ewaldson would too, as he would like a chance to help himself out on the mound. 3-1, hit foul and straight back over our heads. Beautiful night for baseball.
Great night. You do have your jacket on the back of your chair there. I was about to say, if you do not have a jacket, it is a great night for baseball.
If I'm not over here shivering, shaking this table, it's a good night. Payoff pitch in the dirt, and Sykes draws another walk, and that's back-to-back walks for Turner.
And that's going to flip this lineup over. Chance for Ewaldson to help himself out here and drive in that game-tying run, as he's had one of his rougher starts on the mound so far in the past 2 years. But say all that to say we're still only trailing by 1 run and could easily tie it up right here.
First pitch to the left-handed Ewaldson, breaking ball. He has to spin out of the way. And it's 1-0.
If you're just joining us, where you're in the bottom half of the second, Jeff Davis clings to a 2-1 lead here. Your Pirates are in business. First and second, 1 out. Colin Ewaldson at the plate.
Big swing. Fouls it off into the Lady Pirates softball field. I don't feel any wind, but if you look out there at the flag, it's blowing straight out the center.
It is. So 1-1 count now to Ewaldson. 1 out.
Breaking ball up and away. Now 2-1.
You've got to think the leash on Turner is getting fairly short now, especially since Jeff Davis has carried that lead through 2 innings. Now they were able to claim it back in the top half. I highly doubt Coach Glass is going to let guys go, and he's going to try to get his first win this season, as that pickoff move was almost bad, as looked like Hayden Turner went with the inside move, and his cleat got stuck in between the mound and the hole where his foot is.
Almost threw it in the center field again.
He did.
2-1 pitch. Way up in the zone now, 3-1. And yeah, Turner has crossed that 40-pitch threshold. So he's getting up in pitch count as well. And again, we're only in the second inning.
We are.
And that'll be 3 walks in a row for Turner, and I'm sure that'll get Glass out of the dugout. And it does. Let me see if we get a pitching change here.
I believe we will be getting a pitching change, as that is Colin Ewaldson's second walk of the night. You see Isaac Edenfield coming across the field to grab Colin's helmet and send Colin back to the dugout to take a breather. I see Alex Mason's going to go to third, so my assumption would be Sayer may be the one coming to the mound. Or it could be, nope, never mind, Carter Mullis is going to just go right there to first. So, yes, sir, looks to be Jackson Sayer, number 6. That is correct. I'll figure out who went to left field in Mullis's place after this break. Jeff Davis is leading the Pirates by a score of 2-1. We'll be back after this short break. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Play ball!
What if Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Grayson Hall in the box. Going to face Jackson Sayer, the new pitcher, as that one might have got a piece of him. And it did. So that'll be a hit by pitch. And it's now 2-2.
As that is going to be a little conflict
as the coach Glass comes out of the dugout in his argument here, and maybe it's a good one. I thought the ball hit Grayson from the get-go, and I believe it got a piece of him.
I do too.
But umpire never said anything. He just pointed towards first, and that was it. And I think that's Coach Glass's argument here.
It was, and it was after Grayson Hall had turned to the home plate umpire and said, hey, it did hit me. It caught me in the sleeve. And the umpire acknowledged Hall, but never acknowledged that it was a dead ball hit by pitch. First base is awarded. But nonetheless, that's going to tie the baseball game here in the bottom of the second. And the bases are juiced for none other than Dason Griffiths.
And he watches a first pitch fastball catch the outer half. And it's 0-1. And bases full of Pirates, as you said, golden opportunity to put some more runs on the board. Breaking ball lined into the left field corner, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs going to score. Let's see if they hold him on 3. No, they're going to send him, and Grayson Hall's coming. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And it's a bases clearing double, but he's going to end up at first on the throw.
As I do believe, if they do the correct thing, this will be a dead ball or interference. As Nate was doing the proper job of getting on the other side of the runners, telling them if they needed to get down or not, and the throw from the cutoff man out in shallow left field actually short-hopped and hit Nate in the leg, which ricocheted to the backstop, which allowed Dason to move up 90 feet. But at the same time, the ball was going to get past the catcher anyways. He was going to move up 90 feet. I just think they're arguing the fact that it did hit him, and we were able to take advantage of it.
We were. And let's go back to that swing, as that ball was absolutely hammered into the left field corner. Laced. He did not miss any of it. Looked like he caught it middle, belt high, and Dason got every piece of it. As that pitch is going to hit Nate Livingston,
and he'll gladly take it.
He does not mind taking one. So they're going to be at the corners now with 1 out, and the Pirates have a 5-2 lead.
And we're going to get a courtesy for the catcher. Garrison Turner is going to come in and run at first base, as Pirates have runners at the corners now with only 1 out. He's going to bring up the Pirate DH, J.E. Sykes.
Pirates have put up a 4 spot here in the bottom of the second and still threatening. First pitch to Sykes is a breaking ball outside. And it's 1-0. Turner had a very, very short lead over at first. Let's see if the Pirates have got anything going here. In a 1st and 3rd situation, nothing doing. Ball in the dirt now, 2-0. As Jeff Davis has struggled with the freebies tonight. Two-0 pitch swung on as Turner's on his way to second. The throw is in time, but he drops the ball.
He did. On the slide, that ball got knocked out as well. So we've seen that happen 2 times tonight already, and we're only in the 2nd inning. And you rarely do see that happen once a game, much less 2 times in 2 innings.
I believe the pitch was called a ball, so we're at, 3-0 now?
We are.
So Sykes way ahead. See if he has the green light. He does not. He goes 3-0 breaking ball.
I hear you. That is something you do not see every day. Just in case Sykes had the green light.
So 3-1 the count now.
They're saying it's 2-2.
I'm so confused right now.
I am too. He did. As it is, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Because he did swing through.
On the steal?
On the steal, that is correct. So 2-2 should be your count.
And that is correct.
And that is why the breaking ball seemed a little off, as it was on time with the count we were in. So it should be 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So I believe he's saying, did he say 2-1?
He did say 2-1. It is definitely 2 balls and 2 strikes, but we are about to play ball here as we were briefly interrupted.
There's a breaking ball for a called strike, and now I think we're at 2-2.
We are now. That should have been strike 3, but it was not. Usually things like this do not go the Pirates' way.
Yeah, we're not used to it. So 2-2. Breaking ball outside, swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 2.
So as they used to say on the basketball court, I guess the ball does not lie. Still doesn't.
As even if you had an argument there, and they did,
they had a very valid one.
It came right back and went in their favor. Ended in the same result. Still runners at 2nd and 3rd. Pirates leading 5-2. N.J. Nance in the box. First pitch breaking ball. Nothing surprising there, as he called it a strike. Jeff Davis fans very passionate tonight. Right back to the breaking ball, 0-2. And I believe if I'm Nance, I'm going up there looking for the first 2 pitches just to be a breaking ball.
At this point, you've got to sit on a breaking ball because, no offense to Sayer, he does not have the fastball to blow it by you.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pirates have 2 in scoring position, leading by 3. That ball's hit high and deep out in the center field. Center fielder is drifting back and is able to make the catch for out number 3. Ball hit well, just not quite well enough. Pirates are able to put up a 4 spot in the bottom half of the 2nd and take a 5-2 lead. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
5-2 ball game going into the top half of the third, as Duke Stone is going to lead things off for the Yellow Jackets and face Colin E. Watson and foul one back into the net 0-1.
First pitch change up there as well, so Colin E. Watson getting ahead of Duke very quickly there, and he's got a little cushion to play with now. That was something last year the Pirates really struggled to do, was get Colin run support on the mound.
Good breaking ball 0-2 as Duke watches it. And maybe that's what Colin needs to settle down and settle in.
Whatever it takes at this point.
As he needs an efficient inning, and that is a major leap pop fly hit out into left field. Caden Walls calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number one.
As I have no idea how Duke Stone got up to that ball to hit it that high. So a very high out, number one. F7 in the books. Fly out to Caden Walls, and that's going to bring up the Jeff Davis cleanup man, Alex Mason, who's 0 for 1 on the night with a fielder's choice. That breaking ball misses down in the zone for ball one. You eyeballing those tacos back there, Kyle?
I sure am. They smelling good. So 1-0 in the dirt now, 2-0 to Mason. Now Mason reaching on the fielder's choice his first at bat. Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure I have my book the same. Ground ball hit over to Dason. Has to step back, throws across, and gets past Higgins and into right field. And let's see if Mason holds up at 2. He will. Now, that was kind of a scuff play from the get-go.
So you do get what you want there, but that ball was beat into the ground and actually caught Dason on a in-between hop, caught him on that decision whether to go and get the ball or sit back, and he chose to sit back on it. And it took one hop too many as he was able to catch it off to the side and then had to flip his whole body and make a very accurate throw, which he did not do, so that will go down as an E5. And Alex Mason stands on second base, as that ball did get past first baseman Cole Higgins.
And that'll bring up Carter Mullis, who started the game out in left field. Now he's over at first base for the Yellow Jackets.
Another one of those fellas that can play almost any position on the baseball field. Is last year, if I'm not mistaken, he was behind the plate for a few games too.
He was on the mound as well. High fly ball hit out in the center field. MJ Nance takes about 10 or 12 steps back, fields, and Mason stays put at second. So a loud out.
And Carter Mullis is one of those guys that we said last week during the game that does possess the power to run it out of about any ballpark in South Georgia. Going to bring Trayton Webster to the plate. 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. So 2 outs here in the top half of the third. Jeff Davis has 1 runner on second, Alex Mason.
Not a bad pitch. Misses outside. 1-0 to Webster. As Mason is very animated out on second, trying to mess with Colin on the mound. Bouncing back and forth. Upstairs now 2-0.
5-2 is your score. Appling County retook the lead in the bottom half of the second.
It would shock me to see E. Watson throw too many more pitches. Still early in the season. You got to wonder where that leash is at. And there's a good fastball swung on and fouled back into the net. But I would think 60, 70 pitches would be getting near the end. But I'm also not on the coaching staff. That's just my guess. And they know a lot more than me.
Let's see. I believe you've got 1 more week until region play starts. So ideally, you would want him to be ramping up next week-ish, give or take, as that fastball misses down and in for ball 3. It wouldn't shock me to see him let Colin go 80 or 90 here, 80-ish, as he does take care of his body, looks after it, and he would be one of the most prepared to do it.
Fastball swung on and fouled back. And a lot of that will tell by, how he looks.
That's right. As we've already stated, that he does have a tendency to get better as the game goes along.
I bet he does. Mason bouncing off of second base. And that one gets past Livingston into the backstop. Mason's going to move up to third, and that'll be a 2-out walk. As I believe I see Dean going to the bullpen down there.
And if that happens many more times, then that leash will definitely be very short. That's going to bring Jackson Sayre up to the plate. He's now doing the pitching for Jeff Davis. Well, he's got a good opportunity to at least get one of those runs back that they gave up in the bottom half of the second. Mason standing 90 feet away.
See if the runner over at first is doing anything, as that ball's hit high in the air down the right field line. And it falls harmlessly to the ground. It was out of the reach for everybody. Good job by E. Watson to get ahead in the count.
Because that has been one thing he struggled to do tonight, which is usually almost second nature to Colin E. Watson. Getting ahead of the counts, just part of playing baseball to him. Nothing that he really stresses because he does it so easily. But tonight it has been a struggle for him. 0-1 to Sayre as that fastball is fouled off right behind us into the net. I say right behind us, right behind home plate, right in front of us into the net. And Colin E. Watson has one of the rare 0-2 counts tonight that we've seen.
And he's one pitch from getting out of a jam. See what he decides to go with. 0-2. He tried to get him to chase a fastball. Great pitch. Extended the zone. Didn't get the call 1 and 2.
Good job at trying to stretch that zone. Trying to see how much the home plate umpire is going to give him on that outside corner.
Breaking ball swung on and missed, and that's out number 3. So the error and the walk does not come back to hurt the Pirates, and we still have a 5-2 lead going into the bottom half of the third. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
Identify yourself. WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Bottom half of the third. 5-2 is your score. Appleton County leading the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. And the first pitch to Cole Higgins is a called strike. Now, Sayer likes to start with a breaking ball, don't he?
He does. He's got one of those sweeping breaking balls. And called strike 2. Had to catch the outside corner as it came by. I would agree with you, Taft, based on that facial expression. I did not think it was a strike either. That pitch is hit high in the air out into right field. Hayden Turner is able to make the catch. Actually looked like he had a little bit of trouble with it out there. He did, and I know we've mentioned the new lights here tonight. There's not been many fly balls caught under these new lights, and Jeff Davis is the first away team to actually field a ball under these new lights. So quick out, number 1 in the bottom half of the third. That's going to bring up Caden Walsh, who walked in his first at bat. And imagine the first pitch being a breaking ball. That's exactly what it was, 0-1. As I think that is pretty much his fastball. Now it's 0-2. As he pitches you backwards, he does. And it may be that rare scenario where his curveball is his number 1. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that's out number 2. A very efficient first 2 batters for Sayer. Probably the quickest half inning so far we've had tonight. So Nolan Sykes going to try to get things rolling for the Pirates with 2 outs. And he gets a ground ball over to the shortstop, Saunders. He fields and throws a dart in time for out number 3. It's a very quick bottom half of the third. Pirates still leading 5-2. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley. Or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Top half of the fourth coming up. Pirates leading this one by a score of 5-2. As Jeff Davis scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Pirates were able to score 1 in the first and 4 in the second. Nothing in the third for either team.
You got 8, 9, and 1 due up for Jeff Davis. Camden Munsiak's going to lead things off as that fastball is turned on. Hit the third, and Jason Griffiths bobbles it as the transfer was a little unsteady, and that is going to be the second error of the game, and that is something you definitely do not see.
You really don't. So Munsiak reaches on the air, and that'll bring up Eli Saunders.
So this is one of them baseball games, Taft, that you do find a way to win and you manage this game very good. This is a positive thing because this has been a very ugly game as he squared around the bunt. And that fastball misses very high and, as some would say, hit the bull. So Munsiak moves up 90 feet.
And I think both coaching staffs would say that this game's been ugly for both teams.
Yes, both sides, compared to what these baseball teams usually do.
Not what you're used to seeing from either one.
Not even close.
As that pitch is hit high out in the center field. Nance takes about 3 steps back. The runner's not going to tag. And that'll be out number 1.
So a good recovery there as E. Watson gets a very quick out number 1. It's going to flip the lineup over to number 2, Ethan Picanzo.
Ethan Picanzo, the batter, has turned on the
So Jeff Davis with runner in scoring position, top half of the fourth. Appleton County leading 5-2.
Now first pitch breaking ball misses up and away. And it's 1-0 to Picanzo. A 1-0 pitch. As Munsiak bounces off the bases, that ball's hit out into right field. Jack Carter is able to make the catch for out number 2. And runner has to stay put as he can't test Jack Carter's arm.
Throws a dart.
So Munsiak was on second with nobody out, and now he's still on second with 2 outs. It's a great job by E. Watson to come back and make this inning seem a lot more manageable. He's going to face Hayden Turner.
It's from the beginning right there. I thought we were in store for another very long inning.
Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. We may still have a play at third. As we do, is it bounces off of Griffith and towards the shortstop.
As Dason did a good job of at least getting a glove on that ball as it was headed into the left field corner. And that would have plated Jeff Davis's third run here.
So we've seen a multitude of wild pitches tonight for both staffs.
We have wild pitches, fastballs.
1-0 swung on and missed, now 1-1. I believe he went change up there.
He did.
5-2 is your score. Appleton County leading. Top of the fourth. Hard ground ball hit into the 5-6 hole, and that'll be a base hit for Turner. And it is 5-3 Appleton County.
So the passed ball, or the wild pitch there, comes back to Hunnam.
So 5-3 is your score again. Or I should say again. 2 outs, runner at first, and Duke Stone, the batter, called strike.
We will.
You're not
take
joking.
It. No, sir.
Okay. Let me change that.
0-1 to Duke Stone.
And the pitch just under the knees. Much better pitch than the previous one, I thought. So 1-1 your count.
So 1-1 the count to the Jeff Davis DH.
High fly ball. Who's going to call for this one? Jack Carter comes in and makes the play for out number 3 as he loses his hat in the process. Jeff Davis is able to get one in the top half of the fourth. 5-3 is your score. Appling County leading. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Welcome back. Bottom half of the fourth. 5-3 is your score. Appling County leading the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Jackson Sayer is going to go back on the mound for the Jackets. And he's going to have to face the top of the Pirate lineup. 1, 2, 3 due up. He Watson, Hall, and Griffiths. And that's where they've done a lot of the damage back in the second.
This will be a great start, great opportunity for us to start adding on some insurance staff.
You sure would. First pitch to Grace Watson, is a check swing and foul.
As it looked like he was sitting on that off-speed pitch, too. So 0-1 here to the Pirate leadoff. Five to 3 is your score now, as that fastball is in there for a called strike number 2 on the outside corner. 0-2 to number 2. And you've got to think that sweep and breaking ball is in there, but he comes back with his fastball.
That's kind of been his MO. Yeah, that one's fouled off. He loves to go breaking ball, fastball, especially on an 0-2 count.
Those things do look good.
I would shout them out, but I actually don't know the name of the taco truck. I don't want to say the name wrong, but they have the taco truck here tonight. Man, they are good.
I'll take a chance. I believe it is Seguir's Takira. That's it. If I did say that wrong, I do apologize, but I think that's it. As that fastball is a very questionable location that we have not been getting all night, but Colony Watson has rung up on strikes, and that is out number 1 here in the bottom half of the fourth.
And I don't know if it was that bad of a pitch, but the catcher was set up outside. It came back inside corner to the left of E. Watson, and he had to reach so far for it.
Probably shin high.
Yeah, it made it look a lot worse. As that one's fouled back into the net.
As Grayson Hall did what we have been mentioning a few times here, is he sat on that first pitch breaking ball and barely missed it.
So 0-1 the count. And he went back to the breaking ball, hit off the end and over the Jeff Davis dugout foul. And Sayer's been pretty efficient, throwing a lot of strikes anyway.
It does do that.
letting the defense play behind him. As that pitch is hit right towards Sayer and into center field for a base hit.
So that puts Grayson Hall at 1-for-1 on the night. He's been hit by a pitch twice. It's going to bring up Dason Griffiths, who had a bases clearing double in his last at bat.
Now batting third baseman number 9, Dason Griffiths.
So there's one out here in the bottom half of the fourth. Dason Griffiths up to the plate. You've got Grayson Hall on first via the single back up the middle. First pitch to Griffiths is a breaking ball that's caught a ball and missed low in the zone.
Work that batter.
I missed that first pitch. Did he go breaking ball?
He did. You guessed correctly.
If he follows that up, he'll go breaking ball here, but pick off a 10th, nothing doing. I believe the last 4 or 5 batters, it's been breaking pitch, the first 2.
And I'm waiting on him to hang one, and one of these guys are sitting on it.
The last one Basin hit, he didn't miss. He changed it up that time, went fastball low and away, 1-1. 2-0, excuse me.
2-0. Coach Griffiths makes a little noise down there at third as we may have something on here. A little extra emphasis.
Pick off a 10th. It's going to get by the first baseman into the dugout. And Grayson is out.
Wow. As I don't mind it right there, as first baseman Carter Mullis, we got to make a very athletic play and get over to that ball, then throw a strike to second base. Personally, I thought he got up under the tag, but it was bang, bang as it was. Umpire was right on top of it, so there is 2 outs now in the bottom half of the fourth.
Very close play, hard to argue either way. And there was that hanging breaking ball you spoke of. 2-1 the count.
In a 2-0 count, that is. Something you do not see a lot of.
Went back to it again, fooled Dason. He swung and came up empty.
So Deuce is wild here on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fourth.
And he almost got him to go at the breaking pitch way outside.
He did, as that breaking ball was well out of the zone.
But he was able to hold up. And we have ourselves a full count. Payoff pitch. Way outside now. That'll be a 2-out walk for Dason Griffiths and bring up Nate Livingston.
So now you would love to see what would happen if Hall does not get thrown out there. Would be first and second with 1 out. Nate Livingston up to bat, but instead we have 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fourth. Dason is on first, and Nate steps in the box.
Good job by Dason to fake the steal over there.
Had a little fake steal there to see what would happen.
He fooled me. 1-0 the count as that one misses the zone.
Nate with a sacrifice fly, and it's been hit by a pitch tonight.
Right back to the breaking pitch. Now 1-1. It caught the outside corner.
If you're just joining us, your Pirates are clinging to a 5-3 lead as that breaking ball misses down in the zone. Good job by Carolina of keeping it in front of him. Got a 2-run lead thanks to a 4-run bottom half of the second.
I think it's getting to the point I'm about going to have to put my jacket on.
I think it's getting to the point where I do regret not bringing mine up here.
Pick off attempt, not in time. As Griffith goes back in head first. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Breaking ball, outside corner, called strike 2. So another deuces wild situation.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th.
That was a great pitch as he went front door with the breaking ball. And Nate watches it go by for out number 3. 5-3 is your score. Appleton County leading. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Hey, y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Welcome back. Going into the top half of the 5th. Pirates holding on to a 5-3 lead. As Jeff Davis coming to bat here. Who do they have coming up, Mason?
Looks like we've got 4, 5, 6 due up for the Yellow Jackets, and we also have a new arm on the mound for the Pirates. Looks like Jared Dean has taken over.
Or did Colin E. Watson go to left?
He is in right field.
Right.
Right field. Caden Walls is in left. Everything pretty much stayed the same.
So Jack Carter came off the field.
He did. As I do believe, you may see Jack Carter on the mound later on the night, from what I was told today.
1-0 ground ball into the 5-6 hole. Dason dives. It hits off of his glove. Grayson dives. Is able to catch it, but too much speed. And he's going to reach first safely with no throw.
One of those balls that had eyes that was just hitting the perfect spot. So that's going to bring up Carter Mullis. Coach Glass is giving a ton of signs over there from the third base coaching box. Alex Mason is standing at first via the single in the 5-6 hole. And Carter Mullis put a pretty good charge into one during his last at bat.
He did. First pitch breaking ball in the dirt from Dean.
And the throw back was short, actually skipped by the mound, and that just adds on to the list of things from both sides tonight that's fairly sloppy here.
Just stuff you don't typically see. Dean's 1-0. Mullis wanted to go. He held up 2-0. Dean working slow on the mound. 2-0 pitch. Right down the middle. 2-1.
Gets across there for strike one. Gets back in the count. If you're just joining us, the Pirates cling to a 5-3 lead. They're in the top half of the fifth. Nobody out.
Good. Fastball way behind. 2-2.
Yellow Jackets had a leadoff single here in the top half of the fifth by Alex Mason. Now have Carter Mullis in the box with a 2-2 count.
Strikeout would loom big here. He goes low and away, doesn't get the call. 3-2.
So 3-2 to Carter Mullis, who can very well tie this baseball game with one swing of the bat.
Most definitely possesses the power. Payoff pitch. Hard ground ball hit over to Grayson Hall. Double play chance. 6-4-3 double play.
Just what the doctor ordered, and that is something the Pirates needed desperately right there, in my opinion.
They sure did. So on a night that has not went very well for either team, a very gorgeous 6-4-3 double play.
What we needed there, and that's going to bring up Trayton Webster with 2 outs. Nobody on the bases now.
Ground ball hit over to Nolan Sykes. Good job keeping his glove on the dirt as that one stuck to the dirt. And he flips over to first in time for out number 3. So nothing happening for the Yellow Jackets in the top half of the fifth. 5-3 is your score. Pirates lead. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Gold Miles West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Bottom half of the fifth coming up. And 5 is a good number for the Pirates as we have 5 runs. Jeff Davis only has 3 at the moment. J.E. Sykes going to lead things off for the Pirates, followed by N.J. Nant. We shall see who's in the hole if there was any changes to the bat lineup. Sayers going to come back to the mound. He's done a great job for the Jackets and just throwing strikes.
And there we go again.
Starts him off with a breaking ball, and it actually looked like Sykes was ready for that one.
He was.
He just comes up empty.
That breaking ball had a slider action to it, and J.E. was sitting on it there and just missed it.
Went back to it again. He watches that one now, 0-2.
Belt-high breaking ball. Borderline hanging, in my opinion.
I think that's a pitch that later in the season you would hope this team really starts to punish. Three breaking balls in a row as he tried to get him to chase outside. And it's now 1-2. Bet you can't guess what he threw.
Now the breaking ball that missed down and away for ball 2. J.E. Sykes doing a much better job of recognizing this at bat.
He went back to the fastball that time. J.E. didn't take the bat off his shoulders, and that'll be strike 3 for out number 1.
Pirates center fielder, N.J. Nance.
I have Nance over 2 on the night, but hit the ball pretty well his last at bat.
He did.
And he hits another one high in the air out into center field. I believe that's Webster.
Great play by Webster there. I guess he was not playing quite as deep as I thought he was, because I did think that ball would fall for a second, and it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here in Isaac Edenfield.
So Edenfield's going to hit for Cole Higgins. And Isaac will get his first look at Sayer on the night. Steps in the box with the Pirates having a 2-run lead.
And, yeah, going back to Sayer, nothing crazy, nothing flashy. Just did a great job of keeping these Pirates off balance so far.
First pitch swung on, a little fly ball out to the second baseman, and is caught for out number 3. The game moving at a much quicker pace now. As we'll go to the top half of the 6th, Pirates leading 5-3. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Welcome back. Jared Dean on the mound. He's going to get things started in the top half of the 6th for the Pirates. He's going to have to face Jackson Sayer. I believe 7, 8, 9 due up here.
That is Sayer, Munsiak, and Saunders. So 7, 8, 9 right here. Look to take care of business in order. That would give us 1, 2, 3 due up for the Yellow Jackets in the top half of the 7th. We would love to see them with nobody on.
I believe Sayer was hit by a pitch in his first at bat and then struck out swinging.
That is what I have as well.
First pitch from Dean. And a lookout. As Sayer had to duck out of the way, 1-0.
As there's been a few bulls killed tonight, Kevin Costner would say. I say Kevin Costner would say. Kevin Costner was the one who killed a few bulls, hit a few bulls.
Here's the fastball on the outer half, 1-1.
You got to correct me with things like that, Taff. That is way out of my age range and more into yours.
I ain't but like 16, 17, 18, somewhere in that area. I quit counting.
Fastball fouled off down the third base line.
And he said I was 40.
1 and 2. I was about to say, 17 and 23. That's 40-ish. So 1 and 2's your count. Jared Dean doing a good job, working fairly quick here, being efficient this half inning.
Good breaking ball. Doesn't get him to chase now. 2 and 2.
Sayer did think about offering at it, but thought better and held up.
If you don't count them, do they count? I guess they do, don't they?
Yes, they do.
2-2. Another one of those pitches I don't know how he got on top of, but hits a high fly ball out to NJ Nance for out number 1. It's an odd swing as he hit a fastball about letter high.
Going to bring up Camden Munchiak. We got Munchiak 0 for 2 on the night. He did reach on the fielder's choice in E5.
I walked over and asked Mr. Jim Sewell how to pronounce his name correctly. He told me, and I still can't do it.
It is one of those names you do not see very often as that fastball missed down and away.
I believe he said Munchiak.
Munchiak.
But I'm not 100% on that. There's another one for Nance. Actually, no, Nolan Sykes is going to go out and make the play. And that'll be out number 2 in the little flare pop-up.
Working fairly quick, and Dean doing a great job of pitching the contact here and letting that good Pirate defense work behind him.
And that's really what you got to do. As you've seen, when both pitchers come in and start throwing strikes, the game doesn't seem quite as sloppy as it was in the first half.
It doesn't seem as sloppy. The game moves along at a better pace, and that fastball misses just a tad bit outside as it was belt high. Eli Saunders in the box for the Jackets.
0 for 1 on the night. Hits that one foul over the Jeff Davis dugout down the first baseline.
Yeah, that wind's starting to get me now, Taft.
Yeah, now I'm feeling it. Rolling straight out to the hitter's eye out in center field. Hard ground ball hit over to Grayson. Fields on the little backhand, throws across. Great play, out number 3. Pirates still holding on to that 5-3 lead. Going to go into the bottom half of the 6th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates!
All righty, welcome back here as we move into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Looks like we are going to have, well, I say
Caden Walls.
There we go. Yeah, I couldn't see his number there for a second. Still can't quite recognize him with a helmet on. So 8, 9, and 1 to do up for your Pirates. Jackson Sayers still towing the rubber for the Jackets.
First pitch, breaking ball hit up the middle. Second baseman's going to field on the run, throws across his body, and it gets by the first baseman.
Great job by Kerlock of hustling down the first base line. And
do you think they get him if it's a good throw?
That's a very tough play. I think personally I'm going to have to give Caden Walls a single there. But yes, bang, bang, either way. He caught me on a good day there.
I agree. I believe it's a hit as well.
I'm going to bring up Nolan Sykes, who squares around the bunt. And, oh, my goodness, what a great job by Kerlock to somehow scoop that ball. As that breaking ball hit the dirt first, and with that spin, it's jumping right back to him.
Yeah, didn't even block it, just stuck his glove out there and picked it up.
I mentioned my catcher previously. That's exactly what Jake Brook did.
Squares around the bunt, comes up empty. Innings now 1-1. Coach Griffiths calls out his numbers. I'm assuming we'll probably keep the bunt on.
Good possibility is we're looking for an extra insurance run, and we've got a good part of the lineup coming up to do that.
And he does. He goes right back to the breaking ball. And it's low and away. 2-1 now. 5-3 is your score. Appling County leads. 2-1, squares around, pulls it back, and gets a very delayed strike 2 call.
That was a rough one.
As Coach Griffiths is going to come out or come down the line and have a word with Sykes. Yeah, interesting call there.
It is. As it would not shock me to see the bunt still on here.
Possibility.
I would trust Nolan Sykes with it in this spot, but he's been seeing the ball well too, so.
Breaking ball outside, 3-2. I'm just going to quit saying breaking ball because 97% of them is going to be that.
And they have been that.
He goes fastball there, and Sykes is able to get a piece of it and stay alive.
And Carlock slaps his glove real quick as he could not hang on to it. Would have been strike number 3.
Conservative lead at first. Breaking ball. He has a duck down, and it misses.
Great at bat by Nolan Sykes there.
And a good quality at bat.
It's going to set the table very well for Colony Watson, and that very well could be the end of the night for Jackson Sayre.
I have him at 53 pitches. And that will do it for Mr. Jackson Sayre. And let's see who they decide to go with. I believe that's number 5. White. But I do not have a first name. If you see we can find that, we'll look for it on during the break while he takes his warm-up pitches. Pirates have runners on first and second. And they are leading by a score of 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back after this short break. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley. Or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
All right, so we're going to go with the lefty for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets, Andrew White. Looks like defensive changes. I believe they slid Alex Mason back over to first. Jackson Sayre is going to go back to third. And trying to see where Carter Mullis went. So hard to see out there. They might have put him back in left.
Yes, Carter Mullis did go back to left field. And the new arm for Jeff Davis is going to be left-handed Andrew White. Coming in a pretty tough situation. He's got left-handed Colony Watson in the box. First and second, nobody out. Collins squares around the bunt and bunts it down the third baseline foul.
Pirates trying to play a little small ball this inning.
As Colin does a good job at trying to push that bunt to the third baseman, make him come field it. Therefore, he cannot stay home and receive that throw for a force out.
First baseman charges as Ewalton squares, and he gets the called strike 2.
Another questionable one. Could have went either way.
Colin definitely thought it was a little low in the zone.
And I'm sure we'll see Colin swing away right here. Or does Coach Griffiths trust his senior here with 2 strikes to get it down?
He is swinging away. Great stop by Kerlock on the breaking ball in the dirt.
The young man's about as good defensively as they come.
Very quick.
Yes.
Moves very well laterally.
Much better than your normal catcher moves.
1-2 fastball. Catches the outside corner. And that'll be out number 1.
It's going to bring up Grayson Hall, who, as we've stated previously in the broadcast, is seeing the ball about as good as any of your Pirate hitters have in the past 2 or 3 games. Alex Mason creeping in front of the runner there at first. This could possibly be another bunting situation.
Not this time. That one's in the dirt. And he's making Kerlock work back there, and he's doing a good job of it.
He is. This pitching staff's going to have to buy Kerlock lunch for a week or 2.
As he saved 2 runners in scoring position there with less than 2 outs. As it stands, Pirates have them at first and second with 1 out. Good fastball and a good swing by Hall. Just comes up empty. 1-1. What's his velocity looking like?
I'll get a good look here. I haven't really been paying attention. He was high 70s, 80s, 81-ish warming up.
Pickoff attempt. But he holds on to the ball and does not throw. One pitch on the way to Hall. Behind that fastball.
Nice 83-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner from White. So he has picked up a few miles an hour there since warming up, as most do. But
and from the left-handed side,
yeah, I was about to say, nice left-handed arm you've got coming out of the pen right there.
1-2 line into the 5-6 hole, and that's in there for a base hit. And I believe we're going to have to hold the runner up. We will. And that's going to load them up for the Pirates. Load them up once again for Dason Griffiths. And last time he was in this situation, he laced the one down the left field line for what would be a bases clearing double. And Grayson Hall is just living right as he fisted that ball in the 5-6 hole. It just shows you the hand speed and power he possesses. As you said, hit it off the fifth and still hit fairly well to the 5-6 hole.
He did.
But hit it right where he needed to.
So bases loaded, and one of the Pirates you would pick to be up in this situation if you could. And very aggressive, as I did expect Dason to be. Swings through the first fastball he sees from White for strike 1. 0-1, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th. Pirates are looking for a couple of insurance runs. Bases are loaded. Dason Griffiths in the box.
Yeah, that's almost the same pitch that he lunged at for the first one. It misses outside 1-1. That one may have been a little further out.
Your Pirates still have a 5-3 lead here. 1 or 2 more runs would make a few people feel a lot better.
Low, now 2-1.
So falling behind Griffiths, this is not something you would like to do.
Big hole in the 5-6 hole is the third baseman right on the line. Shortstop shaded towards the second base bag. A lot of room. As big swing by Griffiths fouls it straight back over the concession stand.
And that's the fastball he wanted. Wishes he could get it back. 82 on the inside corner, just a tad bit behind it.
Had a good hack.
He could have caught it out in front. It would have been very nice.
2-2 on the way from White. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2. I think he may have had him thinking off speed there.
He did. So that's going to bring up Nate Livingston with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Bases are still juiced. A very good opportunity, like we said a time or two before, for the Pirates to at least get one insurance run here. And if Nate cannot come through, we will spoil probably our second best opportunity of the game.
Let's see if he can do so. Breaking ball. Tough pitch, but he got the called strike. If you're getting that call as a pitcher, you're feeling good.
You sure are. I'm probably not throwing anything else.
0-1 goes right back to it, and he hits him with it. And that'll be a run for your Pirates. 6-3 is your score.
And as a coaching staff, as a pitcher, that's frustrating right there.
It really is.
You get the big strikeout you really needed against a guy who is very tough to strike out, and then you come back and on the second pitch of the next at bat, you hit the cleanup hitter with a 0-1 breaking ball.
Going to be a courtesy runner for Nate Livingston. Looks like Garrison Turner.
Going to be Garrison Turner, and that's going to bring up the Pirate DH, John Evans Sachs.
One of the few fastballs he's seen tonight, misses low. And still a big opportunity for the Pirates to add to that 6-3 lead. Fastball too far out, now 2-0. Jeff Davis coaches wanting that call, but I believe it was a little out.
I do too. Be nice to see J.E. get on the board right here tonight.
A little behind the fastball there, now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and bases still loaded. And the pitch. Right down the middle, 2-2.
So Deuce is Wild on the board. 6-3 is your score as the Pirates were able to gather an insurance run here in the bottom half of the 6th.
He gets 2 strikes. He loves to call time.
He does. Likes to switch that momentum up, kind of break up that rhythm of the pitcher.
I like it. 2-2 on the way. Got the called strike 3 on a pitch that seemed to be a little low and in. But that will be out number 3, and the Pirates leave them loaded, but we do get 1. 6-3 is your score going into the top half of the 7th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Identify yourself.
WUFE
and W244CR.
Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Top half of the 7th coming up. New pitcher for the Pirates, Jack Carter, is going to get a save opportunity.
And I have to face the top half of this Jeff Davis lineup here, 1, 2, and 3. We're looking at Vacanzo, Turner, and Duke Stone.
So not an easy task for Carter, but he is working with a 3-run lead.
That is the good thing.
Let's see if the Pirates can get win number 5 on the year.
And this would send Yellow Jackets to 0-7 on the year.
I don't remember that happening that I can remember. I'm not saying it hasn't, but in the recent years,
that is something you do not see. And we are beginning the top half of the 7th. Ethan Vacanzo steps in the box for the Yellow Jackets.
First pitch from Jack Carter starts him off with a good-looking breaking ball, but it misses. A little out, 1-0.
Very sharp breaking ball.
It was. He goes fastball, bounces behind the plate, 2-0. And you don't want to give free passes here.
Not in this part of the order. You never want to give them, but especially in the top half of the lineup.
There's a fastball now, 2-1. As we've mentioned before, Jack can fall down 2-0, 3-0, come back and act like it's 0-2 the whole time.
He sure can, as I talked to Jack today, and he did tell me one of his pet peeves was walking people as that fastball is fouled off into the net behind home plate. And he told me, I cannot stand walking people, as most pitchers can't, but he and I were talking about just things that the team needs to get better at, and that was one of them, and he said he was included in that as well. That breaking ball misses up in the zone.
And that's a good pet peeve to have.
A great one.
The full count pitch swung on and hit off of the umpire's chest guard. Maybe, I believe that caught him in the shoulder.
It did, as it hurt me. And even though that chest protector's there, Taff, that hurts.
If it came in there 84, 85, you know it came off of that bat even hotter.
So 3-2 to Vacanzo.
And it misses outside. And that's going to be a leadoff walk for the Yellow Jackets.
Not the ideal start, but I believe old Jack's got it. Very hard to rattle this young man, as he's about as even kill as they come, Taff.
He is.
Hayden Turner steps in the box for Jeff Davis.
In the dirt, runner's going to go to second. Throw down from Nate. Not in time. As he made that play a lot closer than it should have been.
As the Pirate coaching staff was arguing that he slid off of the bag, and Grayson Hall held the tag on him, but he was called safe, and Carter behind Turner here.
Good fastball now, 1-1. And for Jack, you don't want to put too much focus on him.
That's the good thing about having that 3-run lead coming in.
Swinging and a miss, now 1-2. As Carter's quickly ahead of Turner.
He is. Jack gets in a rhythm and he starts working quick.
He goes breaking ball, hit high in the air out into center field. Nance has not even moved yet. Takes about 2 steps back, fields, and makes the play for out number 1.
NJ Nance can sure track it down with the best of them out there, but I don't think that young man has got behind one fly ball tonight. Especially with the chance of the runner at second tagging or the runner at third tagging. The ball gets on him quick and carries him back a few more steps. You ideally would like to see him get behind that ball. He's got a very good arm. He gets a little momentum going with him as he throws that ball if they do decide to tag. I don't know many that can tag successfully on him, but every ball that's been hit out there tonight's carried him back a few more steps as Duke Stone steps in the box to Jeff Davis, DH.
Breaking ball. That's going to get away from Nate. He can't find it. And he finally figures out where it's at, and it was almost in the Jeff Davis dugout. Runner did move up to third.
So like Taft previously said, that runner on third essentially means nothing. As the pitcher here, you've just got to keep your mind on the batter, what's going on between you and the catcher, because you're at a part in the lineup where if you do leave one, they can make this a one-run game very quick, as that fastball is in there for a called strike on the outside part of the plate.
6-3 is your score. Yellow Jackets down to their final 2 outs as Duke Stone hits one high and deep out in the left field, and the ballpark may not hold out. And it does not.
And just got out of my mouth that if you did leave one fast, that this part of the lineup could make you pay very quick. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is a one-run baseball game.
And he hit it to the shortest part of the ballpark, but it was a no-doubter.
Yeah, he did. It turned around 84 from Jack Carter. Hit it out down the left field line, which is still a poke here in Appleton County.
And that's going to make it 6-5. Pirates still holding on to a one-run lead. And we need 2 more outs to get out of here.
2 more outs to get out of here. And the good thing is you do hate giving up that home run, but, hey, you've still got a lead to work with. Yes, you did give it up, but toe the rubber and get these last 2 outs, and everybody will forget it.
And no need to panic yet, as that one's in the dirt, 1-0. I believe Coach Mercer is going to come out and calm Jack down a little bit.
He is.
Make sure he's all right after giving up the long ball. There's a lot of kids it can affect. The mindset, anyway.
Right there, I would like to see us get a fastball called, get Carter back in the zone, get his confidence built back up. I know Duke just turned one around and hit it out, but I'd have to take my chances. Tip my hat to Alex Mason if he did the same thing.
And he is capable.
He is.
But Jack's got a pretty live fastball.
He does.
Also with a good breaking ball as well. But, yeah, sometimes you just tip your cap to a guy like Duke Stone, who just hit the 2-run homer.
He did. Pretty good pitch from Carter. And Duke just got the better of it, and that does help being 6-6, having leverage on it. So 1-0 to Alex Mason. We're back in action here.
And he goes breaking ball again, low and away, 2-0. Pitch, fastball right down the middle now, 2-1.
We back in. Fastball for a called strike, thank goodness.
Carter going to step off the back of the mound.
Jeff Davis down to their last 2 outs.
Good breaking ball there. Got him to swing and miss. Now 2-2. And Jack looking for the second out of the inning.
6-5 your score now via the Duke Stone 2-run homer in the top of the 7th.
And this is a good bit outside, and that's going to run things full.
Three and 2. Jack Carter looking in to get his sign from Livingston.
Went breaking ball and did not get the call. That's a tough call there.
That's a tough one right there, Taff.
Well, you ain't kidding. I don't know where it missed.
I don't either. I know we've had several questionable calls, but that one right there, I can assure you that was a called ball, which should have been called strike 3 on Alex Mason. We do have a pinch runner or courtesy runner in at first, number 10. I believe that is Jude Worthington.
So they're going to put a little speed on the base pass.
Let me double check that. I would hate to.
It is.
Okay, good. He comes from good people too, so. And just like that, you got the tie and run on board. First base, Good Wills and Jude Worthington, and Carter Mullis were to go shopping at the gap. I think this might be a tie ball game, Taff.
I agree, but let's hope that does not happen. First pitch breaking ball. 1-0.
Falls behind another Yellow Jacket hitter here.
Goes back with the fastball way behind it. 1-1.
As Coach Glass goes through several different signs over there. 1-1 to Carter Mullis. Jude Worthington on first in place of Alex Mason. 6-5 is your score. Carter snaps the throw over to first base to keep Worthington honest.
You never know about Coach Glass. It would not shock me to see him have a runner in motion here. I don't think he'll take the bat out of his hand, but a raking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Livingston. 2-1.
Two and one pitch to Mullis.
Ground ball hit back at Jack. Bounces off of his glove. He's going to have to flip underhanded and get an out over at first, and he does so.
Does a great job of recovering there, knocking that ball down and getting the sure out there at first. And that brings up Trayton Webster, who will be the Yellow Jackets' last hope here. The tie run is in scoring position at second base. 2 outs, though. Trayton Webster up to bat as Nate Livingston trots out to the pitcher's mound to have a quick conversation with Jack. Trots back, and we're about to get this at bat started.
Webster has good speed coming out of the left side of that box. So anything hit on the ground, got to be quick. Starts him off with a fastball, but misses out. 1-0.
As your outfield has come in to have a chance at cutting down that potential tie and run at second base. If you look, they are very shallow.
There's that one hit foul towards the Lady Pirate field.
Almost called our brand new light on the first night they were in use.
6-5 is your score. As Mason said, tie and run out at second for the Yellow Jackets. Pirates need 1 out to preserve the win. And fastball. Webster is able to hold his swing up 2-1. As it missed upstairs. Righty-lefty matchup. And the pitch. This is up and away now, 3-1.
As you do hate to walk and put the go-ahead run on, but walk's not the end of the world. We do hate walks, but first base is open, and that does give you a force at first, second, or third.
There's a fastball called for strike 2. His delayed call scared me there.
As we now have a full count here. Trayton Webster still in the box. Jeff Davis down to their last strike.
Upstairs and out of the zone. And that will put the potential go-ahead run on first for the Yellow Jackets.
It's going to bring up Jackson Sayer.
I have Sayer 0 for 2 on the night.
I do too.
A little better matchup here as it's righty-righty.
Hit by pitch in his very first at bat. So first and second, 2 outs. You do have a force at any bag.
Almost got hit by another one, 1-0. Pop fly. I believe that's going to stay in play. Nate Livingston calling for it and makes the catch for out number 3. And the Pirates survive a scary top half of the 7th, and they are going to win this game by a score of 6-5. We'll take a short break, and we'll come back and wrap this one up. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Hey, y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today, 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate.
All right, welcome back onto a winning night for your Appleton County Pirates. Was able to beat the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets by a score of 6-5. And got a couple of players here. Who do I got first? Grayson? Let's see. All right, can you hear me, Grayson?
Yes, sir.
All right. I guess the first question I would ask, it's been a while that I can remember that we've seen Jeff Davis twice in a year and was able to beat him in both games.
Yes, sir, that is true. It has been a while.
And how's that feel?
That feels awesome to get to play them twice and get the series sweep.
It does. I know you started off a little slow at the plate for the year, but the last couple of games you got that bat going.
Yes, sir.
Did you do anything to change that, or?
If I can be completely honest with you, the main thing I did after my last bad game I had, I really got home and I sat there, thought about it, and prayed about it a lot. And something just happened and something just sparked with me, and ever since then I've been rolling with it.
Well, good deal. I'm glad to see you get going, and as always, been playing good defense out there. Now got the bat going. If we can get everybody going, I think we got a bright future ahead of this team.
Yes, sir.
So looking forward to, I think we got West Lawrence next.
Yes, sir, West Lawrence.
See if we can go put another win up against them. But thank you for being on the mic, and congrats on the big win, Grayson.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
There you go. Jared Dean.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think it's the first time we had you on the mic this year.
Yes, sir.
Seen you on the mound quite a few times, and every time you've looked good. You felt good on the mound?
Yes, sir. I'm usually nervous before I come in because it's like my first time pitching in real big games. But I like to say a quick prayer before I get in. And I believe God helps me a lot when I'm out there on the mound. And thank Him and get all the glory to Him.
Well, good deal. Been several outings that we've seen you now, and I agree you've looked good in all of them. I hope we keep seeing that. You got anything, Mason?
Hey, you I don't care how good you play baseball. You're on the right track with that one right there, saying a prayer before you take the mound every game. It doesn't matter if you do good or you do bad. At the end of that, you've got your priorities in order, and not many your age do. So I do commend you on that one. But I'll be honest with you, I've been impressed this season. Really, honestly, didn't know who you were coming into the year. I've come to know you pretty quickly here, and I'm like what I'm seeing. You did a great job tonight. You usually come in at first innings a little rough. You almost as if you don't get warm down there in the pen all the way, but came in tonight throwing strikes right out of the gate, getting ahead of guys, and you continue to do that. It's going to be a good year for you, brother. I know we're still searching and still have that big question mark by that Game 3 guy, so you might be in the run for it. Might be yours to lose right now. Keep doing what you're doing, brother, and keep the good Lord first. And I think you'll be right where you need to be, man.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir, brother.
That mic's a little loose on us there, so you might have to I got you. We'll watch it there. We got Coach Zach Griffiths, and like I was telling Grayson there, I could be wrong, but I have to go back and look. I think it's been a while since we got the sweep on a Jeff Davis team.
Yeah, I think it has been a minute. Usually we beat them over there, and they get us here, and it's always good to sweep our crosstown rival. It's a heck of a program. Coach Paul Glass does a great job with those guys. Always played good fundamental defense, and they swing it well. And it's always good to come up with 2 wins against that program.
It is, and I think we cut down the walks quite a bit on the mound tonight.
Yes, sir.
Hit the ball a little better at times.
Yeah, we
we kicked it around a little more than we'd like tonight. And, you know, that's not our MO, something we don't usually do a whole lot. But, you know, big atmosphere tonight, great crowd. Things happen. The guys got it done, got the finish, and then so that's all that matters.
That's what I was talking to Tapp earlier about there, Coach. This is one of those games that you get on the other side of and blessed to come away with a win. You count this one about time and a half, or I say a win and a half, or
right.
2 wins there, because the game of baseball that both teams played was not near what both of them usually play. Sloppy game, and a good coach of mine in college told me, he said, son, you've got 3 types of games. You've got games that you're going to win without a shadow of a doubt. You've got games that you're going to lose without a shadow of a doubt. He said a great baseball team finds a way to win that other 33% of the game. That's right. That's very sloppy. That could go either way. And I think tonight's game falls into that category of a very sloppy game that could have went either way, as we saw. And we came away with the sloppy ones, and then great baseball teams come away with the ones that they shouldn't necessarily win at the end of the day, but we got it done.
That's right. You know, being in these spots sometimes and battling through a little adversity, that's just going to make us a stronger club. And we're going to keep on working, and we're going to keep working these younger guys and keep this thing rolling, man. We got West Lawrence back here at home on Thursday, and hopefully we'll have another crowd like we did tonight.
Yeah, great job from Appling County. Thank you from myself. Thank you from Coach Griffiths. Thank you from Tapp and the entire Appling County baseball team for getting out here on a Tuesday night, coming to support these boys, coming to support the coaching staff, and showing up for the community. As Appling Jeff Davis is still a big rivalry. I know we're not in the same region anymore, but still means the same. And Coach Griffiths does a great job of lining up these very good baseball teams at the beginning of the year to better us down the road when playoff baseball comes around.
All right, well, I sure do appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you, Coach. Yes, sir. We appreciate you
coming on. All right, go Pirates.
Go Pirates. See you soon, brother.
All right. And that's going to wrap up the interviews there. But, Mason, as always, I love the interviews, and I really appreciate Coach Griffiths for, one, sending players over here, and 2, him getting on the mic, as it just gives us a different viewpoint of the game, and you get to hear where his mind is at in these times. But looking at the game, you know, I've already made mention a couple of times, getting a sweep against the Jeff Davis team. I don't care how it looked or what you did to get it done. You got it done, and it can go a long ways towards confidence, because I don't care if they're 0-7 or 0-15. That's a good baseball team.
Very good baseball team, and no offense to any other coaching staff around here or any other head coaches. I love ours just as much as any of them, but that man that we just faced that was standing in that third base coaching box could very well go down as one of the best, if not, well, I won't say the best because I'm very young, but in my time here, paying attention to high school baseball, being around it for a while, I would consider, I'd have to consider him one of the best to ever do it in Georgia Tech.
If I'm not mistaken, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's like 2 wins shy of 500.
And that is impressive. I don't quite have the words to emphasize it, but yes, great coach, great coaching staff, great community, and a great baseball team. That community over there does a great job of buying in to what Coach Glass has and the system that he's put in place over the years. So tip of the cap to them. And, yes, that still is a winless Jeff Davis County baseball team, but like we'll say time and time again, do not let that fool you. As come region time, I'm sure they will be squared away. And come playoff time, I will almost guarantee you'll see them somewhere.
Oh, no doubt. And I think we got a coach of our own that's building his own legacy. He's early in his career, but he's off to a good start.
Yeah, you surely couldn't ask for a better start for the first 3 or 4 years of anybody's coaching campaign than what Zach Griffiths has put up here in Appling County.
That's for sure. So, man, it's been a little bit of a sloppy night, I guess you'd say, if you're a Pirate fan. But we came out on the winning end, and sometimes you got to win some sloppy ones. Sometimes you got to win some clean ones. It don't matter how you get it done. You just got it done.
That's right. And I'll emphasize it again, great baseball team finds a way to win those baseball games that are coin flips, and tonight was definitely one of those coin flip type games that Pirates were able to dig deep and and get gritty and come out on the other side with the W in a very big baseball game right down the road. One of the better teams in the state. Could have easily played for the state championship last year, too.
That's right. So I think your final box score was Applin had 6 runs on, I believe, 4 hits. And Jeff Davis had 5 runs on 5 hits, I think was correct. But nonetheless, 6-5 is the number that matters. And we're going to go into the West Lawrence game. Believe it or not, we get another home game. So we hope you come out and support this Pirate team. If you can't, you can catch all the action right here on 96.7. We also have the app you can download in the App Store, or you can listen on the website if you are not within listening distance. So we hope to see you then when we get West Lawrence again, see if we can finish that sweep off on them. You got any final thoughts, Mason?
You took the words out of my mouth. We'll be back here Thursday afternoon with another home game under these brand new lights that are beautiful, if I must say once again. I do love them.
They do look great.
This field's illuminated like I've never seen it, and I can honestly say that. But, yeah, Pirates off to a good start here. Got the bats going last Friday. I picked it up a little here when we needed to and came out with what was I'll classify as an ugly win and won't think twice about it because they'll say the same, but got a win in a very tough game against a good opponent and got some momentum going into Thursday.
It really was, and I think that takes the Pirates to 5-2 on the year, and we'll be looking to go 6-2 later this week. I believe it's Thursday?
It sure is. Thursday here, and I believe first pitch is slated for 6 p.m.
Well, good deal. So the Pirates come out on top by a score of 6-5, or the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets and get the sweep for the year. We will see y'all Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Actually, be on a little bit earlier than that, probably 5:50-ish. So until then, from Mason Parker, Taft Vaughn, Pirates get the win 6-5. You've been listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
You've been listening to Applin County Pirate Baseball on the Big Wolf 96.7. This broadcast has been brought to you by Community Bank, Renson Insurance, Sykes Propane, Down to Earth Trailers, Woody Folsom Ford, Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC, Uri's Home Center, Trinity Electric, Murray Oil, Village Pizza, South Georgia Insurance Agency, Williams Brothers Trucking, Healthy Community Center, the Lisa Pierce Farmers Insurance Agency, and Omaha Building Systems. Thank you to our sponsors.